Hello beautiful people, it's Mia Muofhe here. Welcome to all the people that are coming across this YouTube channel for the first time, and to all the new subscribers, and thank you so much. The gratitude is passed to all the constant supporters that are here all the time. I'm sorry for all the voiceovers that I've been making these days, but very soon I'll come back with the sit down videos. This is the best I can do for now. Guys, there is some pressing issue. As you do know that we are living in a capital country of gender-based violence and femicide. Femicide is the killing of women, guys, by their intimate partners. Now we have another intimate partner death alleged, because there is this guy that is called Libuani Madadze. Libuani Madadze calls himself Captain SABC Livhu. So Captain Livhu's wife was found dead, guys. Now, to give a brief history of what has happened, I have a report here by the Zootnet. It says a wife of a comedian, SABC Livhu, found dead. This was written today, the 28th of January 2023, and it read thus: the police have confirmed rumors that the wife of popular comedian Libuani Madadze, popularly known as SABC Livhu, was found dead this morning at their home in Hasido. This is the day after Madadze appeared in the Thohoyandou Magistrates Court on charges of assault. The charges against him were apparently withdrawn by the wife. The police are still at the scene for now. We don't know the cause of death, but the husband called and told us that he found her dead, said the spokesperson of the police in Makado, Sergeant Chifiwa Razilani. In August 2021, Lindelani Mia Muofhe Negobela claimed that her husband physically abused her. She also alleged that he brought women to their marital home in her presence and emotionally abused her. The case was supposed to have been heard on Friday the 27th, but it did not proceed. Just after 1 on the 27th of January, which was yesterday by the time I'm making this video, shortly after leaving the court, Madadze posted pictures on his Facebook side of him and seemingly elated Lindelani. He also posted pictures of the bottles of liquor and presumably indicating that a celebration is awaiting. The police did not state whether Madadze is a suspect in the case, but did confirm that he was questioned about the death. Now, we are seeing this, I don't know how many times. We are seeing cases where the women are being abused emotionally, physically, sexually, and physically by their intimate partners. We see them opening cases only after several attempts of beatings. They usually don't report the matter on the first incident, because immediately after the first incident, usually you find that the partner will be very remorseful, or would seem very remorseful, would be apologizing, will be pleading, will be on their knees, will be doing all the good things, will be giving their honeymoon, which is something that women love. Women love the honeymoon status in their relationships. Whenever you give them that, it seems to be their biggest weakness. Now, if you can see their pictures, most of their pictures, you can tell that there is a lot of chemistry between them, and that should tell you that they really did love each other. There were real emotions there. So unfortunately, it seems that Libhuwani had been having a problem for a long time, because it has been reported in 2021 by the wife for the first time to the police, and certainly it was not the first time that he was beating her. It could not have been the first time. Knowing women how they are, it must have been the upteenth time when she felt like, yo, I need to report this. So it seems she had started reporting since 2021, and he was arrested, and it seems that they were still together, they were still happy, and the cases were just put aside all the time for them to be together. And the same happened again this week. He beat her up this week, and beating her up this week, she opened a case again this week. And this Wednesday that we are coming from, he is said to have been released at 1,000 bail. He was on a 1,000 bail on Wednesday, which was given to him on Wednesday the 25th of January. And yesterday they were supposed to be at the court on the 27th. Instead of being there at the court on the 27th, the two of them went together, lovey-dovey, as a happy couple. And the happy wife announced to the court that she was dropping the charges. She dropped the charges of abuse, the charges of assault that she had for the husband, and they were totally dropped because, let me tell you, the sad thing about this gender-based violence and femicide issue, the women are sabotaging the fight. The women, I'll repeat that again slowly this time, the women are sabotaging the fight. The women stay in relationships, and unfortunately there is no one that can come and take them out. We cannot, whether we like it or not, we cannot hold their hand out of their marriages, out of their relationships. They stay in there. The minute they get whatever that is nice that they are getting from the husband, from the good sex to anything that their partners do know that they want. We see this so many times. We see this so many times. The women stay for the money. The women stay for the good pictures. The women stay for the couple goals, content that they serve on the internet. The women stay for the Nyabegezela. I'm the wife. I'm married. I'm supposed to make sure that I hold a bull by its horn, and I'm supposed to hold a knife by my hand. And it doesn't matter whether the knife will cut me. I'm in Bogotomos. I am a hard rock. I must show my toughness, my boldness by staying in this relationship. Women are staying because of their relatives that would tell them that you stay there. This man is a comedian. This man is known. This man is a celebrity. If you are leaving him, what are you hoping for? You cannot do that to us as a family. You cannot downplay us like that. What will people say? People are going to say our daughter failed at the marriage. So there are so many reasons that women stay there. Women stay in relationships because they are manipulated by their highly manipulative perpetrators, who, after committing incidents of violence against them, they also do know how to diffuse the situation. They also do know how to tickle their fancy and they certainly do know how to gain their favor again. They do know the things that they love. They do know which buttons to push to ensure that they stay in those relationships. And then here we are on the sides. We are trying to tell the women that please leave before the situation gets worse. Leave before what? Leave before what? They look at us and say, you women failed at your marriages and you want us to be like you. And the perpetrators are telling them that they want you to be miserable like them, because as women who have left our relationships because of toxicity, because of whatever reason, we are labeled as the poison that poisons other women, and we are also labeled as beta women who are encouraging all the women to leave their relationships just because we want them to be like us. So it's difficult to advise three people. Number one, to advise a woman in love, to advise a man with money, and to also advise a person that is following their religious belief, particularly their pastor. So because of those reasons, it's difficult to step in. Nobody can step in, not even the law can step in. If the woman has decided they want to drop the charges, nothing can be done. And I think until they fix that law and say if you open a case, you open it for good, maybe something will happen. But from what I know is that now it will also discourage many women to open cases. They'll be like, if I open cases, it's forever. No, let me not open it at all. So you don't know what to do, how to solve the situation. But from what I see, from what I've gathered so far, women are people that are difficult to convince to leave their relationships, particularly the abused women. They end up with something called Stockholm's disease, or Stockholm's disease, I think. So the Stockholm works in the form of a person sympathizing with their perpetrator. No matter how their perpetrator can be cruel to them, they would sympathize and make excuses on their behalf. We see the Stockholm syndrome in so many women. Women prefer to make excuses for their men. Women prefer, for whatever reason that we do not know. Some of them is the matter of lack of confidence, lack of self-love. Like there are so many things that are involved in this thing of people that are not living their abusive relationships. So yeah, it's bad. It's sad that Lindelani, Mia Muofhe, Nangobela is no longer alive. And yes, the newspaper says he reported that he found the wife dead, but I don't know who would believe him. Because really I certainly do not believe that he doesn't know what happened to the wife. He certainly have killed her. He killed the wife that loved him. He killed her. He may deny all he wants until he is blue in his face. This has got his fingerprints written all over it. It's just a matter of formality. If he really does walk from this, I would know that, what he said yesterday, what he's claimed to to be what he has said yesterday, it's true, because they say actually yesterday this is what happened. This picture that you see here is the picture that they took right after the court. They were happy, as you can see them, those alcohol bottles. He posted them on his Facebook page. He was saying that now we're gonna drink, we're gonna celebrate. So he was going to celebrate his own freedom while knowing that he was gonna put an end to all this madness by killing his wife. Let me tell you what I am so angry with Lindelani for. I'm angry at her for staying up until this far. That's number one, until she dies. I'm angry at her for having done this game with this man for this long, for having wasted the state resources. I'm sorry. I'm just expressing how I feel. This is my feelings. This is my view. He reported cases, closed them, report them, closed them. Even on the 3rd of November, there is another case that he opened. The 3rd of November 2022. And then now when she closes those cases, she was celebrating with him outside the court. What is that? Fine. Another thing that I'm angry with her for is that it is said that there was a time when this man that you see here, had let their daughter sleep in a kennel. So he was not just abusing the wife, he was also abusing the child as well. So I'm angry at Lindelani for having allowed the abuse to also affect the child. Now, as a result of her failure to act accordingly, now the child is going to be without two parents. That child does no longer have a mother. That child does no longer have a father, because that father, unless he buys a case like people are saying that he claimed yesterday that there is no case that cannot be bought in South African law. So if it's true that he did say that, then he may actually maybe buy this case out, because it seems maybe so far there isn't enough evidence to associate him with her death, but it's obvious it is him. So unfortunately, these are the bad news. Once again, I don't know if we were to count how many women have died in this country in the hands of their loved ones, in the hands of their lovers, we would lose count indeed. So yeah, it's those bad news that we have. May she not rest. I know everybody will say she should rest in peace. I refuse. She failed to do justice for herself while she was alive. If she has any kind of strength or any kind of power right now where she is, this is the time when she needs to fight for the sake of her child. Because if that man was making the child sleep in a kennel, in a dog kennel, while she was alive, imagine what's going to happen to that child if that man gets to walk from this case and gets custody of the child. Because he would certainly get the custody of the child. It's clear that that man is sick. That man is sick, and nothing can save him from abusing that girl. So she should not rest. She should find justice. She failed to find justice while she was alive. Now is the time she should step up and do the right thing from beyond the grave. Thank you so much. Leave the comments in the comment section. We are tired of hearing such news, but unfortunately, until women do the right thing, follow the right proper channels, which they do know, then we would see the difference. Thank you. Bye.